Hey guys, Paul here. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Please remember to like and subscribe for me. I really do appreciate it. So you're browsing YouTube today, you're checking out drone videos, and you want to buy a drone, but your wife's telling you you can't afford it, or you think it's going to be too hard to learn how to fly one. Well, you picked the right video because today I'm going to show you DRC's D10 full-size foldable drone with a 1080p camera. Best part is, on Amazon, under 90 bucks, and DRC is going to get me a link that I'm going to put in my description for you guys so you can get 10% off. Brings it in at about 81 bucks. Great price for this drone, you guys. It is super fun to fly, really easy to fly, and to prove that to you, I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I'm going to put this thing up in my living room today and show you just how easy this thing is to fly, and I'm even going to try to do a couple of the tricks in there. So let's go unbox it. I'll show you everything you get with it, explain it all to you, we'll set it up, and we'll go trash my living room. So let's go do it. Okay, let's check it out and see what we got in here. Ta-da! Very cool. So we have our instruction manual. Hopefully you get an instruction manual with it. It is only in English, so that's kind of cool. Your caution of battery statement, LiPo batteries. So the manual DRC or Holy Stone, they're kind of the same in one company, just FYI. But their manuals are really good. The illustrations are just well drawn, or whatever you want to call it. But they're easy, right to the point, shows you everything you need to know. Read your manual, guys, especially if you're just starting out, even if you're not just starting out. Number one key thing is to read your manual, do it a couple times, memorize as much of this stuff in here as you can, so you know what your drone can do, what does what. It's just safer for you and everyone around you. Read it, learn it, know it. Don't be a drone dummy. So one manual, one designer plastic Ziploc baggie, full of good stuff here. So we get 4 spare blades, and they are single blade, they're not individuals, so that's pretty cool. Then you get 2 USB chargers and 1 drone propeller removal tool, otherwise known as a Phillips head screwdriver. Now the screwdriver does have multi-purposes to it. It's great for tightening up the screws on the drone. I tend to check all of that before I put the drone up in the air anytime, just to make sure I'm not flying with a screw loose. Dun-dun-dun. Then we get this charging cable. I will show it to you real quick. Here we go. So it's just a USB Type-C charging cable. Hey, let go. Ah! Like so, and it just plugs into the battery, and this part will plug into any 5-volt 2-amp charger box, like from your cell phone or anything like that. I'm sure you have a bunch laying around. I know I do, so they do come in handy for this. Now we have the good stuff. One remote control, jet black. It takes 3 AA batteries. I have already put them in, just so you know they are in here. You just remove that screw with the included screwdriver, pop 3 AA batteries in there. Pretty cool. Now on the top you have 2 what look and appear to be antennas, but they are not. They are really strictly for show, so you can put them up and impress your friends or leave them down, either way. They don't work. So I'll go through the buttons on it real quick, and then after we get into it, I'll explain what every button does. But you have your speeds. It is a 3-speed drone. This is your flip. It does do a 360-degree flip. You have your camera to take a picture, your video button over here to record. You have your ascend, whoops, wrong way, ascend and, or yeah, I had that right, ascend and descend joystick, or rotate left and right, forward and reverse, and all left and all right joystick, your emergency stop button, your auto takeoff and land, your headless mode, power button, and the all-important null button. Make sure you read the manual and you know everything this button will do. It will definitely come in handy someday. Don't know when. but it will. Actually, I'm kidding. The null button absolutely does 0. So it's just on there, I guess, to line them all up. These little holes here are your LED lights, will light up there. Then on the bottom, one handy dandy included cell phone holder. This one actually extends pretty far. I have a Note 20 Ultra and it fits in here with an OtterBox case on it. So it is a pretty decent sized cell phone holder. Only drawback, I wished it was on the top. I'm not a fan of the bottom cell phone holders, but it works, it does the job. Now the controller is light. With the batteries and the phone in it though, it does have some weight to it, which is nice. It kind of makes you feel like you're actually holding something. To me, I like that. It makes it a little easier to control. You can feel the controller in your hands and it's not something light you can't feel. So that's the controller. Then you get two, count it, two 1000 MHA high-powered drone engines, 3.7 volt. The batteries or drone engines, they do take 90 minutes to charge each. And again, with the USB port, you just plug it into here like so. I never get it in right the first time, never fails. Oh, look at that, I might have had, nope, there we go. So it just plugs in there like that. You plug this into your charger box, plug it into the wall. Really cool feature on the batteries is there are two LED lights inside. They will stay solid red while it's charging, and when it's good to go and done charging, it will turn green. Really cool there. So that's the drone engines. Then we have, oh, before I get into that, you do get 4 optional obstacle avoidance mechanisms, or as I like to call them, drone training wheels. You get 4 of these. They are propeller guards, otherwise known as. Very much recommend putting these on if you're just starting out. I'll show you how they go on. These are a great option that comes with the drone. It will protect the blades or propellers and protect anything else. Run into the dog or smack the wife in the side of the head, she'll be protected. The blades won't cut her all up. Good feature to have when you're starting out or flying indoors. So let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. Come on, come on. Gotta get to the good stuff. Put that there, put this here. One DEERC D10 foldable drone. So let's open this bad boy up. The arms just fold out like so, and they literally do lock into place pretty well. Makes them extremely secure. They are in there, but yet easy to fold up. Now I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but each arm does have a letter on it, AB, AB, and the blades as well. I'm sure you can see these. It says AA, B, and B. When you change the blades out, you have to make sure the blade letter matches the arm letter, or your drone's not going to fly if you put them on backwards. If you get it to fly, it's probably not going to be pretty. The biggest feature I like about this drone is the fact it comes with brushless motors. To me, those are just an absolute game changer in any drone. Brushless motors versus brush motors, the life of the motor is going to be way longer than a brushed motor. They are more powerful. The only drawback is it does tend to drain more energy from the battery than a brushed motor would, but to have the power and the life of the drone extended, it's worth the trade-off in that aspect. So this bad boy is pretty light, even with the battery in it, and I'll show you the battery just kind of pops in the back here like so, and you just slide it in like this, and it locks in. Ta-da! And then to pull it out, you just push down on this little rigid piece here, and it just pulls right out. You do not have to register it with the FAA. But with that being said, I'm in the habit of registering all my drones, whether they need it or not. It's just a good habit to get into. It only costs $5. And it's real simple to do. You can do it online at FAA's Drone Zone website. A really cool feature about it, when you do register it, If you want to spend a little extra money, you can get a little credit card looking thing that has your name, your registration number on it, and all that good stuff. And you can order stickers that you can put on the side of your drone with your registration number. If the drone has to be registered, you do have to put the number on your drone somewhere where it's visible. You can write it on, stick it on, either way. I like the fact they sell the stickers. You get 5 of them in a pack. I don't remember the price right offhand, but it's really cool because it has your number on it, and you can either put if found, email this email address, or call this number. You can put your email or your phone number on it. So it's really good. If you're flying it, the wind catches it, and you can't find it, maybe someone will see that on there, and they'll call you or email you and say, hey, I got your drone, you want it back? $500. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully they won't do that to you. So the camera on the front of the drone is a 1080p camera. It is adjustable. You have to do it by hand. You can't do it from the remote while it's in flight. And there really is just kind of 2 positions. It's down and straight forward. I wished it would go down more so it had more of a bird's eye view, but it works great, and the quality of the camera is really good. It does take pictures, I believe, in JPEG form, and the video is AVI and MP4. They are stored on the album in the app and to your phone, so it does not have an SD card. That's another feature I wished it would have had on it, but it still stores it to your phone and on the album in the app, so they are accessible, and you can share them on your social media or wherever you want to share them at. So the range on this drone is about 328 feet or 100 meters, and that's of course outdoors and unobstructed, as they like to call it. So you can get about 328 feet out of it, which is a good range for someone starting out. You always want to make sure you can see your drone, even when you're not starting out. That's just rule number 1. Never let it leave your visual line of sight, or VLOS as it's called. So even 328 feet high or away is a pretty good range for someone starting out to fly the drone. Now your video feed, which is done through a 5G transmission, is only 196 to 262 feet. So you can watch where the drone's going, per se, in an FPV view through your cell phone, but once you reach that threshold of about 262 feet or so, or 60 or 80 meters, you're going to lose your video feed, and you'll have to rely on your eyesight. They do tend to get a lot smaller and harder to see the further away they get, so just keep that in mind. Just because you can't see it on your screen doesn't mean you can see it with the naked eye. Sometimes it's really hard. So also on the bottom, real quick, there's a hole right here. It's not an additional camera. This is just a pressure sensor. This is what helps the drone do its altitude hold. It has a really good altitude hold on it. I'll show it to you when we get it up in the air. But when you take off, it just raises up about 5 feet automatically, and it'll just hover there. Now again, it will need to be trimmed. It may drift left or right or forward or backwards. That's really simple to do. I'll show you that too when we go to set it up. But what's really cool about it is you can go the whole 328 feet up in the air, let go of the joystick, and that drone will just stay up there. It won't descend or anything else, unless the wind is pushing it down, of course. But it'll stay there. Really cool. The altitude hold feature on this drone is really good. So the obstacle avoidance things here, or as I like to call them, the drone training wheels, they just pop on here. And it's really cool the way these go on. They don't pop on, they slide up underneath. I really like that. Makes it easier to get on and off. And I'll show you real quick. They just pop on just like that. And you can see there are 2 notches in the under the motor here. And then there's 2 little notches sticking out of the protector. And you just slide it underneath like so. Right here, and pop it up. And right there it's in place. We'll get the last one on. I'll show you what it looks like with the guards on. And guards on or off doesn't matter. The drone will still fly the same way. The trim may be off a little bit with the added ounce or 2 that these things provide, but not much. Voila. The D10 drone with the training wheels on it, ready to go almost. So let's go ahead and go through it. I'll show you what all the buttons on the app do, how to set it up to the controller, how to sync it to the controller, how to get the app open and connect your phone to the drone's Wi-Fi. And then we're going to put it up in the air, and I'm going to show you how easy this thing really is to fly. Okay, let's set it up. First thing you want to do, of course, is turn the drone on. You hold the power button down for a couple seconds. It'll do its really fancy light show. Then turn your controller on. You'll see the LED light up. You need to sync the controller to the drone every time you change the battery or turn the drone on or off, or if it crashes and loses the signal. It's real simple. You just take the left joystick and you go up and down. The lights blink really fast, and that's it. It is synced to the drone. Now, it's not a GPS drone, so it doesn't have a compass calibration, but you do need to calibrate the gyros. It's really simple to do. You just take both joysticks and push them straight down, and then to the left, you'll see the lights blink really, really quick. As soon as they're done blinking, the gyros are calibrated, and it's ready to go. Okay, just in case you can't see my tablet screen, what I'm doing here, I'm going to put a little pop-up window so you can see what I'm doing. You want to go to Google Play or your Apple Store and download the app. That is the DEERC FPV app. Download it. It is free. Once you have it downloaded, you want to go ahead and open your phone or tablet. In this case is Wi-Fi. And it will come up, and you'll see it once your phone refreshes the internet or the Wi-Fi. It'll come up DEERC FPV, and you just tap on it. It'll connect. Now, it may tell you you're connected with no internet. That's fine. You don't need internet to fly the drone. You just need the Wi-Fi connection. It may also ask if you want to keep the Wi-Fi connection or go to your cellular data connection. Keep the Wi-Fi connection. Otherwise, your app and your FPV and all that other good stuff will not work. Once you're connected, open up your app. Your one button here is your instruction button. This will show you everything that each option on the app will do. You have your return, your record, one key takeoff land, blah, 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 blah. There's 2 pages to it. The other page shows you all the other stuff. One thing I did forget to mention on the controller, it does default to mode 1 on the, or mode 2 on the controller. If you need it in mode 1, you just hold the camera button down while you turn the power on to the controller. It will switch it over to mode 1. The difference between mode 1 and 2 is it changes the joysticks around, just flops them. So it would make this one forward and backwards, and this one ascend and descend, and rotate left and right, all left and right. That's all that does. So whichever your preference is, you can switch them around. So you have your album button. That's where your videos and pictures are stored. It's real simple. You have photos, you have your videos. That's that. Then to start the app, you hit start, open it up, and you can see now we are connected. We do have video. If you do this and you don't have video when you open it, just completely close the app, make sure you're connected to the drone's Wi-Fi, and open the app again. Sometimes the app doesn't like to cooperate, so you won't get video right away, but I've noticed if you close it and open it again, you're good to go. So that's it. The app is connected to your phone. We're connected to the controller. We're gyro synchronized, and this bad boy is ready to be put up in the air. So we're going to clean all this up, take them outside, and we're going to show you how easy it is to fly this thing. Okay guys, so unfortunately it's too windy outside. You can see there I put the UAV screenshot up because, dude, I'm recording.
Did Mom say not to fly that in the house though?
Yeah, but it's too windy outside, so get in here and help me record it so we can get it done with before she comes out and sees me and I get in a shit ton of trouble.
Double the allowance?
No,
okay.
You can just do it because you love me. Okay guys, so we're going to get this thing up in the air. I'm going to show you all the buttons on the controller. I'll go through the app. Let's hurry up and get it up in the air again before my wife comes out and puts a halt to this video, because she really does not want me to fly this drone in the house. If I break any of her crap, or I mean her collectibles on the walls here, this may be the last video I make, so please like and subscribe, because the next video I make may be of how to build a doghouse. So here we go. I'm going to push the start button and we're going to take off. And that's what it does, guys. It goes up. You don't have to be intimidated. I'm not doing anything with the controller right now. I have not touched it since it took off. and it really does drift that slow, so you don't have to be afraid of it going up and setting that trim real quick. It gives you plenty of time to set the trim, and I'm going to do that now. And remember, to do the trim, just hit that speed switch on the top left of the controller and then tap the right joystick in the opposite direction it wants to fly. I have a major updraft coming up from the carpet, so it's moving them around, so I'll try to trim them out the best I can. So we're going to So I went a little too much forward. Now he wants to go left. So right there is pretty good. I think that's more of the draft on the coming up from the floor that's making a move, but it's very manageable. Again, it's not intimidating. The speed, this is speed 1. I'll go through the speeds real quick and then I'll show you the tricks that he can do because they're really freaking cool. So speed 1. Now remember, this isn't a GPS drone, so it's not going to stop on a dime. It's going to keep drifting when you let off the joystick, so keep that in mind when you're flying towards something like I am now. So see right there, he wants to keep going. Speed 2. And I wasn't kidding, guys, when I said this thing was super easy to fly. I'm literally sitting back in my recliner and flying this drone in my living room. That's how easy this thing is to fly. Alright, so speed 3. And then we'll get this thing to do some tricks here. Alright, so speed 3, here we go. God don't wreck. Oh, that was close! So that was speed 3. Speed 3, guys, is really, really fast. I mean, you can see it. He's just quick. So I'm going to take it out of speed 3 before I really end up having to make a how to build a doghouse video. So I'll show you the trick it's going to do. It does a flip. I'll do a couple of them, and say a prayer for me, guys. I do not crash this drone into anything in the living room, or I'm in so much trouble. So here we go. And that's it. It just stays right there, waiting for you to do what you want to do. I'll do that was a sideways one. You can do it forward, backwards, left or right. It just depends on which way you push the joystick on the right on the controller. So I'll do a forward one and show you real quick. That was cool. He hit the floor but came right back up. That was awesome. Alright, so he does do a circle fly, I guess, or a point of interest where he'll circle in a certain diameter or radius. I'm not going to do it in the living room because I really don't think I have the room. I can try it, but I'm probably going to crash it. Woo! That was close. That was close. So yeah, I don't ever want to do that. The other really cool trick he does is this really fast circle spin he does, so we'll do that real quick. Just a quick note, when your lights on the drone start blinking, you cannot do any of the tricks. It won't let you do it. So I'm going to see if I can fix this trim just a little bit better. So right there, guys, that's a really, really good altitude hold. I mean, I can literally let go of the controller and do what I want, and the drone just moves that slow. It gives you plenty of time to adjust it, to open the app, whatever you need. Great starter drone. It's just impressive. I mean, listen to the brushless motors on this thing are great. Alright, so we'll do the fast spin here real quick so you can see it. And again, you just hold the record button in and he'll just start doing it. So here we go. That's just so cool. And he'll keep doing it until you hit one of the joysticks and stop him. Just like that. There's my cameraman, my son Justin. That's what the front of this bad boy looks like. So cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the app and see if we can get it to do anything. I have not had any luck with the app. So I'm going to let this drone sit here and hover while I open the app. And you'll see it just won't move. I mean, it may, but not a lot. It gives you plenty of time to do what you got to do. Alright, so I'm going to push the power button in the center of the app. That opens the app. I'll try the controllers on the app first. This is ascend and descend, and you can see here the drone doesn't want to go up or down. It won't turn left or right. Boy, the updraft from these blades are so strong, he's having a hard time standing still, and I know that's what it's from. I'm going to try a little bit more on the trim there. There we go, that's pretty good, but... Alright, so I'll go forward and backwards on the controller, and you can see I'm moving it now, and he's not going anywhere. So let's try the voice control, see what this does. You can see right there it opens up, tells you what you can say, so we're going to tell him to go forward. Backward, forward, backward, forward. No, I'm kidding. I'm doing it. It doesn't work. Forward, backward, left, right. He won't do that either. So you can see the lights are blinking, so that means your battery is getting to a low point. They'll blink faster when you only have like about a minute left, and then once you get to another certain point, the drone will, he'll just land himself. So this next feature is a trace to fly, I guess you could call it. And you just draw a pattern, and the drone is supposed to follow the pattern. I'm going to try to straighten him up a little bit better here. There we go, that's pretty good. I'm going to draw a circle, and we'll see if he does it. So here we go. And as you can see, he's still sitting there. Now real quick guys, I'm not doing anything with the controller with this drone right now. He's literally just doing his thing, waiting for me to do something. So we'll turn that off. I have not been able to get the land button to work either. I'll hit it now. You can see the drone's still there. He's not landing. He's just chilling out. The speeds and all that don't work either. So that doesn't change my opinion of this drone, because it is still super easy to fly. So much fun to fly. And I don't use the controllers on the app and all that stuff. The app is really good for the FTV and to take your videos and your pictures, and that's really what I use it for. So that's it guys. I think I've showed you the whole drone. Thanks for watching the video. Let's wrap this thing up. Well, there you go guys. DRC's D10 full-size foldable drone. Great drone, so much fun to fly, even in my living room. I won't be making a video on how to build a doghouse now, thank God. Almost, but we saved it. $89.99 again on Amazon. Watch for that link. I promise I will have it in a couple days from DRC. Thank you to them for that. 10% off. 81 bucks. Amazon. Have it in a couple days. You'll be up and flying. Thanks for watching the video, you guys. Stay safe out there. Have fun. Follow the drone rules. Don't be a drone dummy. And we'll see you next time.